This video explores the green rush and the theft of the Botanical Codex, examining neocolonialism, biopiracy, and patent enclosure within the global cannabis industry. Above the waterline, we see the surface celebration, a multi-billion-dollar legalization boom, medical innovation, and the end of the war on drugs. Below the waterline is the hidden architecture, neocolonial extraction, genetic biopiracy, and broad patent monopolies. Millennia of indigenous stewardship precede the modern market. Cannabis origins trace back 12,000 years near the Altai Mountains. China cultivated it for over 6,000 years, and it was revered in ancient India for spiritual and medicinal purposes. Colonial edicts actively erased traditional plant knowledge. The Spanish, French, and British empires implemented restrictions and taxes, suppressing native and spiritual uses of the plant for imperial control and revenue. Prohibition engineered an information black hole for the patent office. This forced traditional breeders into the shadows, causing decades of indigenous breeding data to vanish. This allowed the USPTO to view ancient strains as novel modern inventions. Biopiracy is the illegitimate appropriation of genetic resources and traditional knowledge without free, prior, and informed consent. This privatizes the communal heritage of the global south, such as Acapulco gold, Hindu Kush, and Durban poison, to fuel legal markets in the global north. Two fundamentally incompatible systems of knowledge clash. Traditional knowledge is communal, intergenerational, and documented through oral practice. Western intellectual property is a private corporate monopoly with a 20-year timescale, based on rigid documentation and driven by profit. The utility patent acts as a modern tool of genetic enclosure. Patents claim specific genetics, chemistry, and reproduction methods. They explicitly prohibit farmers from saving seeds or crossbreeding, forcing reliance on corporate licenses. The mechanical process of genetic laundering involves 4 steps: extraction of landrace seeds, minor modification in a lab, enclosure via a broad utility patent, and monopoly, capturing value without compensation. Open-source botanical data was weaponized. Breeders submitted samples to the Open Cannabis Project to establish prior art, but the data was utilized by corporations to develop their own proprietary, optimized hybrids. This is another form of raw material extraction. There is a seamless continuum of enclosure and extraction. The mechanisms have evolved from military edicts to utility patents, but the constant remains: the flow of wealth from the stewards of the global south to the corporations of the global north. We must reframe the narrative. Cannabis is a millennia-old botanical heritage, not a new commodity. The path forward requires moving beyond corporate enclosure toward a framework of re-legalization, respect, and reparations. Its survival depends on honoring its original stewards.